What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Speed Force Media. My name is Derek, and today we are talking about Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. But before we get into it, if you're a fan of DC, horror, Marvel, any of that good stuff, then please consider subscribing to the channel, as it really does help support us. With that down and out of the way, thanks so much. Let's get into it. Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey is a movie we've been talking about for a couple of years now, really not knowing what to think of it, if it's going to be a human in a Winnie the Pooh mask going around slashing people, or if it's going to be some sort of animal-human hybrid. And then, of course, the director came out and said, no, that is exactly what it's going to be. But before too many people get excited about it, which of course the internet exploded when we heard, yeah, there's a Winnie the Pooh horror movie being made now that Winnie the Pooh is in the public domain. But we shouldn't get too excited because this isn't going to necessarily be a Hollywood-level feeling movie based on the budget. And now, after months and months and almost what feels like years, ever since the first photos from the upcoming horror movie have been released, we finally have some insight into what the actual budget is going to be. Speaking with Variety in an interview, sources at the production companies Jagged Edge and ITN Films confirmed that the movie's price tag was below $100,000, with the trade even describing it as less than 1/100th of Megan's $12 million budget. Even before Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey has been released in the United States later this month, it's also already profitable. Over the weekend, the film opened in theaters in Mexico, and though it was only the number 4 movie on the chart, it still managed to bring in over $700,000. By the time Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey has opened globally, it could make its budget look like breadcrumbs. Quote, because I know that annoyingly with this industry, it's very much about, oh, you're the person that did this. It's not always about your ability, co-producer Scott Jeffrey revealed. Which is why I've gone down this route of constantly making films that are Winnie the Pooh, or like I just shot a film called Monsternado. It's ridiculous stuff. But the end goal, when I finally get where I want to be, is serious filmmaking. So it sounds like Jeffrey also revealed the larger formula that he used to create films like this, which is 3 easy steps, characters that are in the public domain, infusing it with a genre like horror or sci-fi, and immediately conceiving of sequels. When this film originally launched, or should I say released, its first image, the hype for this film certainly built quite fast, and fast enough that the directors behind the film and the studio immediately jumped into rushing the production to get it into theaters faster, knowing that the faster it gets into theaters, the more money it's going to be made, because they're not going to be able to build the amount of hype back up based off of marketing alone. Because I think a lot of us know what kind of movie this is going to be. It's not going to be very good. Now, maybe there will be some surprising performances or some incredible inventive twists, or maybe it's just going to be a really cheap slasher movie with a Winnie the Pooh tag on it. At the very least, I'm hoping for a humorous or maybe entertaining slasher film with some creative, inventive ideas thrown in there, not just relying on the fact that Winnie the Pooh is in the name, but the fact that the director and the producers and the studio did say, yeah, let's rush this thing into post-production, let's rush it and get it out faster, just based off of the fact that we got more excitement than we were anticipating, left me a little bit weary of this film. But it is still Winnie the Pooh. They've already announced a sequel. What do you guys think about all of it? And what do you think about the overall budget? Do you think it's going to hurt the film? Do you think it's going to feel like a fan film? Or do you think it doesn't matter and the overall budget isn't going to hurt the movie? We've seen other films like Brightburn show great examples of using very, very small budgets in very inventive, creative ways and not having to rely on bigger budgets, and once again with a popular IP. Whatever you think about all this, let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching the video, and until next time, bye-bye.